It's late when I get home. The two lights in the hallway are off outside my apartment. I swallow hard and freeze midway up the inside stairs. If this has anything to do with whoever's following me, I'm screwed. With my foot client wanting to protect me, I'm suddenly fearful. I snicker at this fact and head up the stairs unafraid. I wish I knew his name. How can I not know his name? Man, I'm screwed. I hear muffled arguing from Cordell's apartment as I walk carefully in the dark to my front door. I can't find my lock without light. Grabbing my phone, Cordell's front door opens with an explosive crash. I can't see down the hall, but the loud noise has me terrified, and I shove myself into the corner outside my door. I don't want to be seen, but I'm widening my eyes to see what's going on. I hear multiple footsteps across the thick tile scuffle down the hall to the stairs. Now I'm squinting in hopes they don't see the white of my eyes. I'm freaking hard. Whoever it was didn't see me standing in the dark. I listen, trying not to breathe as the front door latches shut. I can just see that Cordell's door is open. His apartment has no light like the hallway. I wait for him to close his door. Maybe he's not there. Maybe he's been robbed. Shit! In the dark, I lean toward my neighbor's door. I inch closer to hear their sex noises. The sound of anything familiar that you want to hear when you're frightened. I walk slowly past their silent apartment, down the hall, and lightly call Cordell's name. Cordell? I say it again, standing at his doorway. I hear the outer doors open down the stairwell. I panic and move my feet fast inside his apartment and try to throw the door closed. I slip on the surface of his wooden floor and fall hard on my ass. I hear a moan from a body on the floor near me. My hands feel something wet and tacky. I'm paralyzed. Susie's bloody body flashes in my mind. I try to get off the floor and slip again. The body moans. I hope it's Cordell. Help me, I hear the voice weakly say. I can't stand without falling, so I crawl on my knees to him, sliding as I go. He's only a few feet from me, but it feels like a nightmare and I can't reach him. I'm here, Cordell. It's Rain. I'll help you. He startles me as he takes a hold of my hand. I hear someone in the hallway, but I can't see in the dark. I always know what to do, but don't. What if whoever did this to Cordell is coming back? I don't fear death, so I'll fight them to it. I'm afraid now. Fuck fear. Love for my foot client has me messed up bad. Help! Please! Help us! I take the chance and holler. Whoever's in the hall is coming toward Cordell's door. The plunk of their shoes can be heard moving this way. Hello? The voice says from the door frame. Call the police! Why are the lights out? The half-closed door pushes open slowly as I hold Cordell's hand. He can do nothing but moan. The apartment light flips on. I look to the door, but from this angle on the floor in front of the couch, I don't see anyone. Who's there? I bark. I'm here, she says like I should know. My eyes drop to her short height I didn't expect. She's looking at the scene. Call 911. She's smart and pauses not to track across the floor. Call 911. He's been stabbed. She disappears. With the light on, I see my hands are red. My father would be appalled I drip with someone's blood. He's been stabbed in his upper torso, and his hands show defense wounds. I scan the floor, couch, and living area for something to ebb the flow of his blood. The pillows on the couch won't do. Take these towels, the woman yelps from the door. I look over as the towels are coming at my head. I cover the one oozing wound with a towel and press on it. The ambulance is on its way, a male voice states. Del, it's Ian and Lexi. You okay, man? I answer for him. He's bleeding out. They rush over carefully to avoid the swath on the floor. Who are you? Ian asks as he hits the floor on his knees. Lexi is at Cordell's head, stroking his face and supplying affirmation while I'm applying pressure. I'm his neighbor down the hall. What happened? He insists, trying to help me stop Cordell's bleeding. I don't know. I came home and the hall lights were out. I heard people run from his apartment and I found him here. It's okay, Dell. You're going to be just fine, Lexi reassures. I'm not so sure. I'm Ian Schroeder. This is Lexi, my wife. We live next door to you. You two are loud during sex. We're trying to get pregnant, he tells me. Lexi strokes Cordell's brow. Ian's not 6'4", big and burly as I imagined. Hearing them pound the life out of each other during sex, he's maybe 4 feet, and Lexi can't be that tall. Did you see anyone come out of Dell's apartment? No, I didn't. Where's Sungim? He asks if I should know. Lexi jumps from the floor and heads to another room. The towel in my hand is weighted with blood, and we hear sirens approaching. I can't get stuck talking to the cops. Lexi walks into the room with Sungim. She's a young girl, barely taller than Lexi. I'm trying not to cast a dark shadow in this chaos, but I wonder what perverted shit they're up to. I'd like to think this is Cordell's daughter, but I know better. I've got to get out of here. I can't be involved. Good. Take Sungim with you to your apartment. What? Why? They don't answer me. I'll leave a trail of blood down the hall. The lights are out. Just take her and go. I yank my shoes off fast to carry them. Lexi finagles the girl toward me, avoiding the pools of blood. The frightened kid presses to my side. She tries to take my hand. Don't touch me. I'm covered in blood. The kid grabs my hand anyway. I pull it from her. Lexi moves out with us and heads to the staircase as we shift fast down the dark hallway, and Ian stays with Cordell. I wipe my left hand across my jeans and dig inside my pocket for my keys. I can't see. The girl is making scared sounds. I don't know how I manage, but I jam the key in and we push through the door at the same time. I look through the peephole to see light from a flashlight bouncing down the hall. I make the girl remove her shoes. The only light I leave on is the one on the microwave over the stove. I won't turn another one on right now. The digital blue clock reads 12:34. There's a lot of noise in the hall, and I take my index finger to my mouth and motion for the girl to be quiet. I take my elbow and nudge her on the shoulder toward my bedroom. I've got to get this blood off me. I drop my shoes on the floor of my bathroom, snatch a towel, throw it on the bed, and sit down. I flip my head for her to sit with me. She sits very closely. There's just enough light in my apartment shining from outside to see each other. I need to strip these clothes off, but if I shower, this old building's water pipes will creak and echo down the hall, alerting the cops that I'm home. Are you okay? I whisper to her. Her doe eyes widen when she looks at me. Her voice is so faint I can't hear her. I ask her again and watch her mouth for an answer. This time I hear her fine. She doesn't speak English. Shit. I look her over good. Her face is petite and pretty. Her stark white skin contrasts her black hair hanging down to her butt. I swear to God in heaven, if Cordell's abusing this kid or running some human trafficking ring, I'll gut him. I'll let him recover and kill him slowly. I know every capillary, deep vein, valve, and artery in the human body, thanks to my dad. We don't make a peep and barely breathe. Her legs dangle the bed. Neither of us move a muscle. For the first time, I realize why I watch people's mouths when they talk. My hearing has degraded. It's not a compulsive tic after all. I'm reading their lips. I've got to at least wash my hands. I stand up and face her. With both of my blood-dried, sticky hands, I put them up in motion for her to stay. She seems to understand, and I tiptoe to the bathroom. I gently kick the door shut, take my sweater off, and drop it on the floor. I've got no underwear on from being at my foot client's house. I take my bloody jeans off and throw them with my sweater on the cold tile floor. I wanted to stay with him. I'd give anything to have gone with my instinct and be there now. I hardly run the water, but I make it warm, rinse my hands completely, then soap them, and scrub up my arms feverishly. I dig at my fingernails in the dark to remove what must be there. I rinse and repeat. I dry myself, throw a towel around me, then motion for her to stay on the bed. I creep out to the living room and look through the peephole. A man is in the hall with a big key ring hanging from his waist. He's got a ladder. I've never seen him, but he's the maintenance supervisor. This explains how the hall lights are back on. Lexi and Ian are in the hall talking to two cops. I hope they don't rat me out. The hall is swarming with professionals doing their jobs. I see multiple legs on the stairwell leading upstairs of those trying to observe the scene. I nearly scream when the girl steps next to me. I look at her, then quickly back at the peephole to see if they heard me. There's nothing else to do but wait. My right eye burns looking through the peephole. The girl's gone from my side, so I move to find her. I can't. My apartment's small. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, an open living space with a kitchen. I quietly check the room's closets and under the bed. I don't want to touch anything until I'm fully bathed. Did the kid go out the balcony? No. I go back to my bathroom. I hear a little noise. The kid's hiding in the shower. She's scared to death. The pounding at the front door scares both of us. Sungim drops down in the shower and I don't move. It pounds louder. I can't go to the door. It pounds again. They aren't going away. It's the cops, I'm sure. The maintenance man is out in the hall. He'll let them in if I don't answer. Did they find blood leading to my apartment? I make frantic gestures for her to stay put. I close the shower curtain, the bathroom door, and drop the towel. I tousle my hair and head to the front door. One quick look out the peephole. No one else is in the hall but 2 cops from what I can see. I fake they woke me up as I slowly open the door halfway. I try to stand back from the light in the hall to hide myself. The cops are speechless at my naked body. I don't say a word. They give their names. I don't tell them mine. Sorry to disturb you, ma'am, the big cop slowly says, unable to keep his eyes on my face. The other cop is staring at my tits and grinning ear to ear. Did you hear or see anything? He's seeing plenty. In your apartment building tonight? No, I groggily answer with squinted eyes. I turn to look at the time on my microwave that can be seen from the door to give them the bare profile. What time is it? The big officer coughs nervously. 12:52, the other cop answers, his eyes stuck to my body. I'm sure these guys have had plenty of naked people answer their doors. I pull it off well, and they figure I've been in, sleeping for hours. The one flips a card at me and tells me to call if I think of anything. What's going on? I ask real kitty cat-like. If I'm not curious, they'll suspect something. Your neighbor was attacked in his apartment tonight. That's terrible, I say, and drop my view down to my naked body. Sorry, I apologize, then pretend embarrassingly to cover myself and throw in a fake yawn. We'll just let you get back to bed, the other one says with real satisfaction. Thanks for your time, the bigger cop tells me. I try not to slam the door shut. I'm sunk. If Cordell recovers and tells them I assisted him, it will not be good. Like Mrs. Milligan, I'm going to jail.